Good morning from my morning spot in Norfolk. How do you say it? I don't even know. Norfolk. I'm from the West, so I'm not really sure how to say it, but I believe this is Chesapeake Bay. I keep saying that I need to look on a map to see exactly where I'm at. But this is where I sit and drink my coffee and do my planning while I am visiting Virginia. And my friend has this great beach house and she rents out this little space as an Airbnb. And I love it. I love the ocean. I do not, however, love this weather. If you are on the East Coast anywhere, I think, up and down the whole thing, it is hot and humid. I'm from the West Coast and we do not do humid. Do you get used to this? I don't even know. Anyway, I came on to chat a little bit about my podcast that just dropped, and it is all about protocols. And when I recorded it, I had not done my protocol for this trip yet, but that's what I was talking about in the podcast. Is I had this upcoming trip and I was going to be away from home for 3+ weeks, from traveling from and to between 4 different states. And it talks about how you can travel, you can get out of your normal routine and still take care of yourself, still do the things that matter to you. And my thought that I remind myself of is travel is part of my life, and I take my habits with me wherever I go. And sometimes it looks different than when I'm at home in my normal routine where it's, I pretty much stay home most of the time and I don't have to be very flexible. I can be more kind of rigid in my routine, and I do love a routine. But as I'm traveling to different places, I've stayed in hotels, I'm staying at the Airbnb, I stay at my son and daughter-in-law's house, and eating out is something that I'm doing a lot right now. And I'm not even worried about it because I took the time to plan out my protocol for the trip. And what I came up with, I was really excited about it because I hadn't done a protocol in exactly this way before. And what I decided, so all that I did, I'm just going to show you. I took my habit tracker, which I use my habit tracker, like this is the habit tracker that I use all the time. I started a fresh one just for this trip. And so on the back, let's see, I always fold it in half because I use it as my bookmark in my planner. Let's see if I can do this one-handed, and it's a little bit windy too. And also the bugs. There's so many bugs. Okay, the paper's a little bit moist from the humidity back here. So what I decided on was I was going to have minimum baselines. So those are the things that I'm tracking that I actually like. Those are the things that I want to be consistently doing every day, no matter what. And I'm not going to lie, I have not been perfect or even close to it, but that's okay because perfection is not even the goal. So my daily minimum baselines, those are the things that I really want to be intentionally doing every single day, no matter what. And they're things that I can do every single day, no matter what. I'm not going to lie, I have not been getting my intentional movement in because it is hot, y'all, and humid and gross, and this girl is not used to that. So I do want to do better about that and figure out maybe just walk more and get a certain number of steps. So I'm not gonna lie, haven't been doing that. But so I have my minimum baselines, the things that I actually want to accomplish every single day, no matter what. And I can do them, and they matter. And, so I'm tracking those things. And then I have things that I'm just kind of tracking, like not eating sugar. So a day that I don't eat sugar, I get a star. No alcohol. On a day that I don't drink alcohol, I get a star. 18 plus hours fasting. So any days that I do fast for 18 hours, I get a star. But it's not the goal to do these things every single day. And then I have my minimum baselines, and I have the things that I'm tracking. And then I have goals for those things that I'm tracking. So I wanted to get 6 days of no sugar, 6 days of no alcohol, 8 days of fasting 18 plus hours, and 2 days of 24-hour fasts. And so on my habit tracker, I have at the top, I have my minimum baselines, and at the bottom, I have those items that I'm tracking. And so then I'm looking at, okay, my goal is to fast 18 hours for 8 days of this whole entire trip. And I've done that 3 days. And that's my protocol. And it's simple, it's doable, it is moving me towards my goals, and I feel better when I'm doing these things. Yes, Jenny, I was doing check marks too. And then, so I was doing check marks and circles, but I'm doing the dashes for the things that are not my minimum baseline. So circle means I did not meet the goal, and dashes mean I'm just tracking it. But I did the 7-day habit challenge, and somebody had gold stars. So they were putting gold stars on their habit tracker. I'm like, well, I can draw a star for myself, even though I don't have gold star stickers. So I started doing stars, and I love it so much. So yeah, it's simple, it's doable, and it really just taking the time to be intentional about how you want to show up when you're traveling, when you're doing whatever you're doing, when you're going to a baby shower or a bridal shower or a wedding or a birthday party or whatever, like what matters to me and what's going to be worth it and what isn't. And another thing that I thought through was the eating out part, because obviously we're not at home, we're traveling, hotels, whatever. So there's a lot of eating out. And so I decided that unless it's like a really good place that I'm excited about something specific, I'm having a salad. I can have a salad and protein because I don't want to feel gross. And I feel better when I'm eating protein, when I'm getting fiber. And so I'm just thinking ahead. And when we go out to eat, I'm reminding myself of that. Like, I don't want to have a bunch of burgers and fries and fish and chips, which is my absolute favorite. So just be intentional, thinking ahead. And when you're thinking it through ahead of time, you'll be more likely to make better decisions in the moment. And that's the goal, is just to make better and better decisions and get better and better and to feel good, to feel proud of yourself. And dear God, when you're traveling, drink the water. Like, that is my number one goal, is to get 100 ounces of water in every day. And I've been pretty good about that. And let me tell you, in this heat and humidity, water is life. I said the podcast episode is called Protocols Are Life, and I think water is truly life. And Jesus is the living water. So follow him. So yeah, that is what I came on to share. And I would love it if you would go head on over to the Christian Life Coach podcast and listen to episode, I think it's 25, Protocols Are Life. And like I said, it's all about planning ahead for getting out of your routine. And I would love, love, love it. Shameless plug, if you would give me a good review. If you don't like it, just scroll on by. I would love 5-star reviews, and if you would share it, subscribe, all the things. You can also watch it on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, I have the video episodes. I personally like watching video. I probably watch it. If I know that something is available on YouTube and on a podcast, I would most of the time go to YouTube and watch it, but that's just me. So it is also on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, most of the podcast places. So have an amazing day. I'll give you one more view of my view from my morning spot that I love so much. And I've been watching for the dolphins, and I have not seen them yet. And usually they're here every morning and every evening, but I'm holding out hope that the dolphins are coming. Okay, friends, have an amazing day.